Alright, so Chanel,
Yes,
you're
hi.
a makeup artist.
I am a makeup artist.
So explain what you do.
Okay, so I am a freelance makeup artist.
Uh-huh.
I do makeup on photo shoots, and I also have personal clients.
Okay.
And it's really interesting now becoming a makeup artist, seeing where my own makeup bag has turned into, and also what products I use personally and what products I use in my kit. And something really funny has happened, which is that I give myself the absolute rejects for myself to use, and my makeup kit has turned into like my baby. And I just want it to look amazing all the time and have the absolute best products for my kit, so that I use on my clients only the best. But also, another thing is the products I choose to use on myself are completely different types of products that I have in my kit. In my kit, they're all high luxury brands because I trust them and they're better for on camera and red carpet, and I know they'll last. But on myself, I use products that are so natural, they're almost food. So yeah, I don't know how that happened, and I never really analyzed it until you asked me to do this video, and then I looked down at my makeup bag and I was both ashamed and also realized that it does not reflect my kit or my practice at all. In my job, I usually get asked to do makeup, and I go to a shoot and somebody will tell me, you know, what they're looking for the look, and I do hair as well for it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I usually have a lot of my staple products I use for my job, and then yeah, my personal ones are something else.
Yeah.
Very eclectic.
What do you normally start with?
Okay, so I just got this foundation that I purchased, and it's 100% pure.
Oh wait, I've heard of this brand. They sell it at like health food stores, right?
Yeah, right. So I wouldn't use this in my kit because I just know it doesn't last a long time, and also since it's got SPF, I feel like I might not trust it in photography, and also it's 100% natural, so I know that it won't have the things I'm looking for, like silicones and certain binders that I feel like I can, you know, have in front of a camera, or if I have to let a client go all day, or if, you know, we're doing a shoot outside and I just want it to be sweat proof. So this I've been using on myself. I combine two colors. My skin's super sensitive, and honestly, the ingredients are just the most pure. Aloe, just a bunch of fruit extracts and pigments. So yeah, I combine both of them, but first I find that it works really well on like kind of dewy moisturized skin. So I've been using the IS Clinicals line, which is amazing, and I'll use any type of mist that I can get my hands on. I love mists. So I spray my face. I never was aware of the face I make when I do that until now. And I do mostly the light color, which is the cream, and I just apply it on my hand, the back of my hand, and then I do like I make like a little egg.
Oh, nice.
So
It literally looks like an egg.
Yeah, I make like a little egg on the back of my hand, and I use this tiny little fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. And I do a technique I did when I was painting, which is dry brushing, and rather than slapping on a big coat of foundation, I just grab the tiniest amount and I distribute it on my hands, so it's just barely on the brush. And so the brush is mostly dry, and I find that if I just kind of buff it in with the lightest amount of pressure, it kind of diffuses it in a way that's more airbrushed. So yeah, I just find that it's much more forgiving that way too. And
It like instantly brightens.
Yeah, it really does brighten. And
who makes that brush?
So I think this brush is probably, see, this is another thing. I put all my nicest brushes in my kit. So I think this is a brush I got off of Wish. Do you know of Wish?
No.
It's super, super cheap products. And they have anything you can think of, like just really ridiculous things, anything. House products, and so I got just makeup brushes that I felt would be disposable, because a lot of times when you do a job with really pigmented, like if I were to have to paint a face green or something, my brushes would be stained after.
Yeah.
And so I don't like that, so I'd use something more disposable. So I think I got these for that reason, but I think any sort of eyeshadow blending brush would be good. And so I just go over the areas that I feel like need coverage.
Wow.
Yeah. And as you can see,
clouds.
yeah, exactly. As you can see, I just like bring it over to a really like dry area.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it would only work if you have a mist on your face in order to spread it, huh?
Well, I feel like that does help, yeah. But you don't necessarily have to do that. But I find that the mist definitely gives it some sort of glide.
Yeah.
Right. I have a lot of acne scarring and discoloration, so I feel like if I just go over it, like swirl it, it just kind of reduces it quite a bit. I don't like the look of a completely heavy coverage foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either, like the porcelain, no freckles look.
Right, exactly, and it
Yeah.
flattens your face, and that's where you need to go back in and add dimension again. Bronzer,
yeah.
right,
I
exactly.
still like doing that though too.
Yeah.
I don't like the heavy foundation, but I love doing like the contour.
Oh yeah, it's so fun. I've been so hooked to watching those videos of girls doing this extremely heavy makeup. It's really
Yeah.
fascinating. That and videos of cakes being made.
Cakes being made?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I can't bake, so
Oh,
it's
yeah?
not something that we even look at that.
Obviously this takes more time.
Yeah.
I normally am probably not as precious and detailed as I am right now, but I do find that it just really makes a difference to put a lot of care into your foundation application, because then the rest of your makeup could be really quick and easy. As you can see, a lot of the products being used,
Yeah.
which is, I
Oh,
start
so
off
you
with
end up
a,
using it all, yeah.
yeah, quite a bit. It just kind of, where does it go? It just
Yeah.
kind of dissolves in there.
It just kind of feathers in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the perfect mix, because, I mean, it's so hard to find a foundation match.
Right, yeah, it is. And I think that too, when you apply a foundation in this way, only where needed, if you don't have the perfect color, which is pretty difficult because our
Yeah.
color changes all the time too, it's much more forgiving because, you know, you're not doing a complete mask of heavy coverage.
Would you say this foundation is like more of a sheer coverage?
I think it's medium.
Medium?
Yeah, I think it's pretty, yeah.
But
Yeah.
buildable.
Medium but buildable. I find it is tricky to maneuver because, you know, a lot of the foundations like Armani or Makeup Forever, like they're great because they have everything you need in them just to like always look great. So of course, like a more natural makeup doesn't have these things that make it so easy to apply and look so seamless. So yeah, I think that this process is the easiest with this one because I have found that certain times I put it on, whether my sunscreen was too new, didn't settle in, or I was using the wrong brush or something, it kind of was really streaky. So yeah, but again, I don't use makeup like this in my kit because I can't trust it. Unless, of course, a client is asking for more natural makeup, or I have a client that's vegan, then I adjust accordingly. Next, I think I will use, I have this Alma Pure. It's like a bronzer, and it's really light. I've had it for a very long time. I got it from the Detox Market.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about it. It's like in Culver City, right?
This one is by the Grove, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just
I just heard about that shop. Or, is it a shop? Or is it
yeah,
like a
it is. Yeah. Yeah, so I just apply a little wash. This is a pretty clean brush, so I may have to go over it a few times. A little wash just to give me some color.
It's such a pretty brush.
Yeah, this is a MAC brush I've had for
Tulip brush.
yeah, it's fluffy. It's lasted a long time. I think I've had it for a solid 10 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I kind of go back on my nose because I don't like the look of completely flat nose. White, yeah, it just kind of makes it look big and
Like
unnatural. Right. I also take this, since it's pretty light, and also the way I apply it is really light. I go over my eyelids with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a little eyeshadow.
Yeah, so like I said, once you put on the foundation, look at that dimension. Once you put on the foundation, everything else can be pretty quick.
Yeah.
But I squeeze it just to, like, you know, flatten it.
Oh, so pretty. I love it.
Yeah, so I just go over and brush this on. Recently I did a little story for Clever LA, and we did it on natural makeup, so I got a bunch of natural makeup, and this is Noto, which is a multi-stain for lips, cheeks, and eyes, and it's like this really pretty pink color.
The packaging is so cool.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it's really minty. It's all natural, olive fruit oil, all of that goodness. And I just kind of dot it over here, apples my cheeks. This is one thing I feel like a lot of makeup trends currently is neglecting, is just like the power of a nice flush cheek. That's all you need to feel like bright and youthful and like healthy looking. You don't need to do all these crazy other techniques, but it's just like so simple, and it really makes a difference in the face. But you'll be seeing this once I do my lips. I go over it and put this back on. So I'm not putting it away yet. I also like the finish on this. It's kind of nice, healthy from within. Whenever you use a creamy blush, I feel like it has this feel that looks like it's coming from within, rather than a powder blush kind of looks like it's sitting on top of the skin.
Yeah.
I use RMS Living Luminizer, which is
nice.
Such a classic now. Now it's just turned, I mean, it's like, this is when you hit the pan. Yeah, I've had this one for a long time too. It really lasts. I feel like there's something about the coconut oil that, or whatever combination of oils they use, it's pretty hardy. It doesn't just like dissolve and you use the whole thing in, you know, 2 minutes. But I'd go over the tops of my cheekbones.
I forgot how much I love this product.
I know, because it's so easy to get lost and distracted by all the luminizers and highlighters. Definitely what I was saying about blush, I feel about highlighter is that when it's creamy, it just looks so much more natural. Like powder highlights have this, like, to me it's such a universal champagne, just powdery, sitting on top, obvious, like it's an obvious look of a highlighter, you know? And this much more looks like you just have a healthy cheekbone.
Yeah.
And I go in the inner corners, of course. Wow. And then I'll just pat it on my eyelid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so now it's mixing with the powder bronzer I had, and it creates sort of like a lid tint.
Nice.
You go up to the
And then brow
brow
bone.
bone. I don't really do my nose and top of the lip. A lot of people do that because I already have a really oily nose. So
You don't need the root on, like just the dot.
just the dot. Brows, I have this brow product, Eco Brow, and this is in Liz, and it's just a pan product, and it comes with this really great brush. It's got a really thin, defined,
Ooh.
you know, you can do that quite a bit, and I just kind of...
You use your hands a lot, huh?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I feel like I get to have a little conversation with my product. That sounds so weird, but I get to like see it and feel it and like have a sense of what it's gonna look like. Also, yeah, it just kind of changes the whole thing.
Yeah, it definitely makes it easier to apply too because you test it a couple of times.
Right, and it's not gonna be a large amount of the product, you know, straight from the jar.
Yeah.
I kind of lessened it a little bit. But yeah, at the end of the day, even when I'm working, the back of my hand is just like the swatches all over. Yeah, I just kind of define my brows the tiniest bit and brush them up.
Well, that's a huge difference actually.
It does.
Just the top?
Yeah, because the tops of mine just kind of fade and go down. So I'm not one of those girls that have
so
those.
crazy.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as I go over the top, it kind of lifts them up too.
Yeah. It's like a perky eyebrow.
Yeah, a little perky one. I have a little spot right here that I always have to fill in.
Yeah, I call those bald spots. I have them all the way
Oh yeah?
towards my tail end. I just have them all over, so I always have to fill them in.
Would never know. You have such great brow shape.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. This little trick I got from my friend Erica. She has really beautiful eyes, and she had this on one night on her birthday. It's Chestnut, which is a lip pencil. It's a MAC lip pencil.
Oh, okay.
And I use it on my eye because I really like the color, if we want to use my hand again. It's kind of a brown with like a little bit of a warm undertone. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it brings out the color you have in your eyes. But I also like that since it's a lip pencil, it's got a bit of a creamier formula. So I can kind of just blend it in, not make it too like a cat eye, but it kind of just blends in with the RMS and the bronzer. Evidently I didn't use any eye products on my eye. I just used a bronzer, the luminizer, and a lip pencil, but I just realized that.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah.
That's something about being a makeup artist. You kind of have to...
Yeah, be versatile.
Improvise,
right, exactly. And then I get really lazy with my kit. My personal makeup.
You're like, hell no, not my kit.
Not my kit, that my baby I worked on. It's so true. I just got new luggage for my kit and I'm so excited about it. I got that Away luggage.
Oh, whoa, the carry-on?
Yeah, and it has a phone charger in it. It's so important. Yeah.
I have the carry-on, the smallest size.
Oh, that's cool. Do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I did a project with them a while ago, and they let me borrow one, and then I ended up loving it so much that I bought it for full price.
Yeah, right.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, no, I'm not endorsing. They didn't give it to me for free or anything. Yeah, I just really like it. I am an old school eyelash curler girl. I always love a nice curled lash.
Which one's that one?
This is Shuimura.
Yes.
No, this is Tweezerman, sorry. I have a Shuimura one. The Shuimura one's really great. That one's my kit.
Yeah, that one, the Shuimura one, that one's for Asians,
It's great.
the perfect one.
Yeah.
Well, because like we have, our eyes are kind of like wide and flat.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't pinch.
Right. Yeah.
Every other eyelash color pinches on my sides and it hurts a lot.
Yeah, that definitely is a very sensitive area. So I just curled my lashes and then now I'm using a mascara. I just use whatever I can get my hands on. So this is a Laura Mercier, pretty simple.
The wand is teeny tiny.
It is really teeny tiny. And I find that I retouch my makeup throughout the day about 100 times.
Even mascara?
Even mascara.
Wow.
I'll curl my lashes again. I'll go over and with a little foundation or concealer and go over any areas that I feel like are getting exposed. I have very oily skin, and also I think that the natural makeup I use, this is why I don't use it in my kit, I feel like it just kind of breaks down. Yeah, it really does, because it doesn't have any longevity related ingredients like silicones. So I keep my makeup with me. I'll touch it up in the car, I'll touch it up at home. Now I'm using the lip ink, which I messaged you because you're wearing the rust color.
Yeah,
I loved it, and I love a lip stain so much. I've always been a lip stain person. I know you are too.
Yeah.
So I don't have the full kit. I just go over. Yeah, it's good. I love it.
I've never seen the color on someone else.
Yeah, I just love this color. This is the color I always am looking for. And then if I feel like I want to pump it up, which I don't right now, but I have MAC Lip Pencil and Chicory. Obviously, I use this one a lot. And it's got a very similar color. So if I want to darken any areas or clean them up, I'll do that. But this is where I said I bring back my Noto.
Yeah.
If I want to bring a little bit more of like a pinky,
Yeah.
right? And also I find that the lip ink is a little drying. I'll just kind of go over and pat it in.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, so, and I love the smell and taste of this, so yeah, that's my makeup routine.
That's it? Oh, that's so fast.
Oh, sometimes I'll go back and spray a little more, so we'll finish it off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It must be nice to be a makeup artist. It takes like 45 minutes. To
Really? Your makeup's beautiful. Yeah, I do love a mist in between like steps because I feel like it does something. It kind of unifies the makeup. It kind of like seems like it blends it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I guess my makeup routine should be a little longer, but
No, this is perfect.
But I think if you count how many minutes throughout the day I'm retouching my makeup,
Yeah, 45. Hopefully.
it's probably better just to do it once really good in the morning. But yeah, I think that's it.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank
for doing
you.
it.
Yeah, it always changes, so who knows
Nice.
what it'll be next week.
Thank you so much for letting us film this.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.